Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video, I am going to be discussing about the importance of learning English language. Why should we learn English language? We There has always been been a kind of a debate, especially among the Indian people from various other countries where English is not their native language. That why should we learn the language of English, and why does English learning make us superior, or how are we different? Like how is it a big deal if you don't know how to speak in English? So I will be highlighting these things in this video. So the very first thing is that in present times, English is the most widely spoken language with more than 1.5 billion speakers, and followed by it is the Mandarin Chinese. Now the interesting part is, like Mandarin Chinese is spoken mainly in the mainland China and those parts of China where population is highly concentrated, and there is comparatively lesser language variety. But English is so widely spoken, but it is distributed, across different countries: England, New Zealand, Australia, United States, and other countries. So the very interesting thing is that Mandarin Chinese is so widely spoken, but it's by and large concentrated in a single geographic area. English is not. So this basically tells us why English is so widespread. You know, English is still the language for business and communications when it comes to international platforms, whether we like it or not. Like if you want to do business, like then we need English language. If you have to do business with any other country, you have to be able to be converse properly, nicely, and fluently in English. Otherwise, we won't be able to do it. And also, interestingly, English is the mediator language. Because someone knows Russian, someone knows Hindi, and if someone, like the way these two people can communicate with each other is through English. It's not that they might converse with each other in English, but it is through English that they communicate. The person who speaks Russian, he translates something, and if there is an English translation, at least the English translation the person can know. So you see, English is still the base language for translation. So that's also like how important this language is. Now there is also popular debate. Like people say that there are countries like Japan, Germany, and France, and various other countries, where English is not widely spoken, and native citizens of these countries, they don't speak English that well, and or many or in most cases not at all. So but still, you see, they are able to do well, and they have the pride in it, and they're able to run their countries well, they are living their lives well. Then why should we learn English? This is also one point. Now the answer to this point is, that Germany, Japan, France, and these other countries, these are developed countries, these are first world countries, these are some of the leading producers. So these are the very, very strong economies, of the world. So even if they don't speak English, it's still fine for them. But when you come to a developing country like India, when you come to other third world countries, we have to know English, because these countries are still so much dependent on these strong economies for their betterment, for their development. So this just cannot be ignored. So just saying that we are not supposed to learn English just only because people from these countries are not learning English, is not a valid reason. These are developed countries. Also, an interesting part is, even people from these countries who don't know how to speak English, but if they have to go to America, if they have to go to the UK, if they have to go to Australia, if they need to go to New Zealand, they have to learn English, because otherwise they are not going to survive, they are not going to sustain. So this is the point. So even when it comes to people from these developed countries, there are times when these people have to know English. See, also, if two people from different languages, like just like I pointed out, in a few minutes ago in one of my points, that English is the base language for translation. Expanding on that, what I want to say, is that two people speak different languages but they cannot understand each other's language, but if they both know the one language, if that's English, and then they can converse very well, they don't need to know each other's languages. So English is still there, which is making communication possible. First, communication has to be made possible before it is made easy. So guys, these are the reasons, why English is still an important and a relevant language in even in today's time. So if you've liked this video, do give it a thumbs up. Do let me know in the comments down below what you have felt about this topic. If you want to correct me on some point, or if you have anything more to add, I would love to hear your feedback. And do share this video, and if you are new to my channel, please subscribe below, and please hit the bell icon below, so that you don't miss the new videos which are coming. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.